Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you. I thought we could do a little plaque using the new giraffes that we got, that Julia has just released. Absolutely gorgeous. All the information you need is in the description box below, so please do check that out. So what I'm going to do is I want to coat this in gesso, so I'm just using my white for this. Do you know what, we're going to add just a touch of water to that because it's really thick, and it's gone very like sticky, I want to say, like a sticky consistency. So but I want to coat all of this. This is literally just a piece of MDF that was gifted to me off my brother-in-law. He was doing paneling on his walls and these were what was left over, so he asked if I would like them, and I said yes. So I just thought these would make lovely little hangings. I was going to do it sideways on, but I'm looking at it, I think I might do it vertical. Right, okay, just making sure, giving this a really good coat of gesso. I'm going to use the stencils as well, so don't neglect your sides as well when doing mixed media. So we do have a giraffe stencil there and a floral stencil, and I think I want to use the floral stencil because it's just absolutely gorgeous, but then there's no reason why we couldn't use both. So yes, that's what I think I'm going to do. So I'm just going around the edges now, making sure that the edges are all covered, because you can see the side of your piece, so you want it to look as nice as possible when you make it. Right, just need to do this other side, which means I'm going to get gesso everywhere, but that's fine. It's nice doing a messy job and getting dirty, because yeah, who doesn't love it? Right, I'm just gonna go and there we go, cover that, so that side's nicely covered. Make sure that's all nicely covered, and the front. So while this is wet, I am just going to use my gesso for my texture. I do this a lot, as most of you know, so if you've got a really thick gesso like this one is, then yeah, definitely use it for your texture. It saves money as well because you don't have to keep buying new things. So I want to use this. I want to use those floral elements in that corner. I should pop that in my water. So I'm just going to get my gesso out, and these are really thick stencils. I think they're 350 microns, which makes them very thick. You can actually emboss with them as well, but I haven't got a clue how to emboss with them. I need to look into that. So yeah, I'm wondering if any of the other ladies have a video on how you emboss with them, because like I say, I've never embossed with stencils, so I'm not 100% sure how to do it. But I'm sure that, but then I'm not very good at embossing anyway, so it's not something that I particularly like doing, shall we say. Right, okay, so that's all nicely covered. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look absolutely stunning? Oh, that looks amazing. Right, I'm just going to take off this excess that's hanging over the edge because it looks just a little bit rough. Where's my other stencil? And then I want to bring in this, and we'll have some of this on as well. So again, just using my gesso for this. Now this I do not want perfect at all. It's not what I'm looking for. Now I haven't cleaned my stencil when I use my distressing, so the colour is going to come off, but that's fine. It's all going to work lovely. Okay, so there we go. Right. It's I'm not looking for perfection here, just, oh, I love it, I love it. Right, okay, they need washing, but what else I want to do is I just want to sort of bring in some of my gesso and just put it around the edge, or just down here. Not sure if we're going to go vertical or horizontal yet. I haven't got a clue. I keep sort of swapping and changing my mind. So let's see what happens when this is dry, which one I sort of go for. But I want there to be some really nice texture in this, which is why we're building it up, and it just helps marry everything together as well. So yeah, just like that. Okay, and I'm not going to actually put it on the sides. Normally I would do stenciling on the sides as well, but I don't think I'm going to this time. I'm going to leave it. Right, I'm just going to do some stippling effects just on these bits. I don't want it, so that's just where you pat your knife into it, and it gives you an awesome texture. So just going to do that. There we go. Right, happy with that, super happy with that. So what I'm going to do is we're actually going to leave this now to dry, and once this is dry we'll come back and we'll start playing and yeah, just having lots of fun. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back. This is all dry, so I've left it quite a few days actually before coming back to it, so it is really dry, which I'm chuffed to bits about. So what I thought I'd do to colour it, I'm just going to use some of my sprays. So I've got Chalk Turquoise by 13 Arts. This is a watercolour spray by Pist, I think that's how you say it, P-S-S-T, Spearmint. They were actually the first watercolours that I ever sprays, sorry, that I ever got, but all of the spray bottles don't work, so I have changed them up. I also got a Chalk Dark Brown from 13 Arts. I've got this one which I made myself, so this is Aqua Blue mica powder along with a turquoise Adia ink, and then we've got a chalk turquoise, and then this one is a green, like an olive green from Craft Box, so I thought maybe we could use that as well. So they all need like a really good shake. I think that's just going to stay on there, it'll come off as it goes up. But yeah, they're the colours that I was sort of thinking of. Now I'm just going to grab just a big bit of cardboard so we can spray it onto it. So I'm going to start off actually with this olive green because I can't quite remember what it's like. So yeah, it's like a gold olivey colour. So I'm just going to sort of spray it where those leaves are. So just like that, and then get it to drip. And why all of a sudden have these started getting, these are supposed to be always a spray, but for some reason them ones have stopped, so I'm not sure why. So I'm going to bring some of this one in. This should be a nice, yeah, a nice bright green. So not my usual colours, it's not something I would normally go for, but I just thought let's do something just a little bit different. Yeah, so that's what we're sort of doing. Really want to bring in some of this turquoise. Oh, I absolutely love this turquoise. It is a 13 Arts spray, but oh, it is gorgeous. So absolute favourite of mine. Like I said, I'm not really, I just wanted something just a little bit different, because I normally choose like all the same like colours and things, but that is the same one. Let's see what this one is like. So I am just continuously spraying, and I think this is another one that's not going to work. I think it's actually, it hasn't got enough in to do it. So let me just put a little bit more water in, because you never know, that might be what it is. But yeah, they are supposed to be always spray bottles, but I'm finding I'm having a bit of trouble with them. Oh well, never mind, we're not using that one. I do like those colours. That turquoise is just absolutely stunning. So I think what I'm going to do, I do want to add some of the brown into a few areas, so just to make it a little bit darker. I am going to dry brush this as well, so don't like think, oh my goodness, what is she doing? Trust me, by the time we have finished it, this is just going to be absolutely gorgeous. So I think I'm going to leave it at that actually. This one's not going to work, so I do want a little bit more. I think I'm going to have to clean those nozzles. Paintbrush. Okay, because I just want some more of this just around these edges, because we've got that gorgeous gold mica within them. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. So I do want to make sure we've got a bit more of that in. So yeah, loving that. So I'm just going to sort of bring in that colour around the sides of my piece, so not forgetting them. Okay, right, okay, so now I've done that, what I'm going to do is grab my my heat gun, make sure I can grab it, and then I think we should dry it. So I'll dry this off camera and then I'll come back. Right, okay, so I'm back. I'm actually going to spray some more of the chalk turquoise on, just because I feel like we have lost it and I just want a little bit more in depth. So yeah, it is just about dry, so it's just absolutely stunning. Let's dry this off and move some of the colour. So I'm using my heat tool just to spread and move some of that colour around my piece. So your heat tools are actually really good for doing this. It gives you just a little bit of control, not a lot, but it means that you can sort of manipulate, especially if there's puddles, you can push it off into areas that you want it to go. So yeah, I'm happier now that we've got a lot of that, a lot more of that blue on. I just think it's absolutely stunning. Now I need this to be perfectly dry if we are to add some dry brushing with our gesso. So I'm going until I can't see any puddles left. So I think up at the top we've got a bit of a wet spot there, and then we've just got some wet spots at the bottom here. So yeah, we need to, like I say, because we are going to be doing some dry brushing on this, it needs to be 100% dry if we can get it. It's not the end of the world if we haven't, but yeah, ideally we want it as dry as we can. But then you'll find, because these are water-based inks, it's going to mix with our gesso anyway. But if we can get a nice bright white, then that is what we are looking for. Now, I've got this red glitter paste, which I already have used in another project. I don't know if it's going to go up before this one or after this one, but I'm thinking let's paint this on the flowers. But before I do that, let's grab some gesso. Now, I am actually going to grab out my white gesso, so I'm actually going to use my 13 Arts. I do have this one which I have on the go at the minute, but it's very sort of like it's sticky, and yeah, for the dry brushing I think I want the more like chalk effect. That is a more gloss effect, so that's what I'm going to use. So I just need to grab myself a brush, and this is a brand new pot, which is awesome, but this is just such a nice thick consistency. I just love it. So I've just put some on my brush. I'm actually gonna take some off because there's way too much on there, and then we are just going to lightly, like I said, because of the fact that this is water based, it is going to mix with the colour, so it's not going to be perfectly white, but that is fine. We're just using it just to bring out that gorgeous detail of all of that stencil work that we have done. So actually I think I'll use, I was going to use the lid, but because it is mixing up, I'm actually just going to use my this cardboard that we're on. This is actually a massive envelope, but it is proven to be very, very handy. So really, really getting, I mean, you can see how much that is bringing out our gorgeous, gorgeous texture. Dry brushing is one of the things I love, and I do it more or less, actually I do it on most of my mixed media projects. It's just, I think it just makes a piece look so much better. It really does help that all your texture and your different layers and stuff to stand out. So but it is a personal choice. You do not have to do this at all. This is just my personal preference. It's what I do and what I like. As much as I love that colour, I also love to see the detail in the background. So that is what I did this for, and I think we're about there. When I dry brush, I put very little on my brush because you can add more but you cannot take away, and that's what we are doing. But I love that. So it sort of muted the colours a bit, but we can then see all of that absolute gorgeous texture in our piece. So I'm going to grab myself another paintbrush. I nearly dropped this on the floor, which would not have been pretty. So that's all of our bits that we're going to be decorating this with. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my, so this is a Nouveau Glimmer Paste, but like I said, I'm not going to use it as a glimmer paste. I'm going to use it just to bring out these roses that were on our stencil, just to make it pop. I'm just hoping it looks all right once we've done it, but you don't know until you try. So yeah, if it turns out that I don't like it, then we will look at doing something else, so we could probably just paint over it. But I don't know, I think I have a feeling I'm going to like it, because who doesn't love a bit of glitter? If you don't have anything like this, you could just use some glue. Make sure it is really dry. It might even be worth using like an embossing powder, so that the glitter doesn't stick to every bit of your piece. And then you can just use some glue on it and pour some glitter on. So I'm just using what I have in my drawer. So if you can hear anything, that is hubby in the kitchen. So he's been very busy, and he's opened my door. Is he bringing me what I think he's bringing me? He is! Yay! Thank you, husband. Oh, doesn't he love me? Always looking after me. So yeah, like I said, you could just use a normal glitter. You don't have to have this. This is just the fact that I actually have it in my stash, of the reason why I'm using it. And I have to say that I am liking this a lot. I think though that once it's dry, I will go over with a second coat. I'm actually more sort of thinking that it might have been nicer to paint these red first, then added the sparkle on than the glitter. But I mean, it's looking okay, but let's get it dry. I think 2 coats of this I think will look lovely. But I'm sort of in between 2 mixed media projects at the minute, so I've already used this, and I used it through a stencil, so it is quite thick and it doesn't show through, which is why I thought to use it. But if you are going to use something like this as a paste, then it's definitely worth maybe thinking about using a colour as your base, if you don't want that gap look. That makes any sense at all. So I'm just going to go all the way. I'm trying to do as much, like fill it in as much as we can, and I'm using very little actually. But yeah, I think definitely loose glitter would also work quite nicely for this as well. Oh, I can't believe we made me coffee. How lovely is that? So right, on our last one, and then I'm just wondering, do I want to bring out the leaves as well? I think I do, you know. I think I do. So I am putting, I don't know if you can tell, but on these ones I am actually putting a thicker layer because I'm not quite liking how sort of see-through that one is. So I have chose that these ones I am going to put it on in a thicker coat, but I think I'm going to speed up the drying process, which I have done with this one, and it doesn't really make any difference. But ideally, if you've got the time, I mean, I've got the time, but I really want to see it finished. Yeah, so although I might pop it off to the side and continue with my other project that I have on the go, because then it gives it a chance just to dry naturally. But yeah, if you're doing mixed media, anything mixed media, if you have quite a few projects on the go, it really does make a difference, because of the fact that, you know, you're able to, you've got so many like bits of drying time, and yeah, or you just, well, just drying time really, and different stages, that if you've got more than one on the go, as one's drying, you can play with the next one, so there's no sort of sat there twiddling thumbs. So when I do my mixed media, I try and do a couple of different, I mean, this one's looking so much better, it's a lot more full. Yeah, I try and do a few mixed media projects at a time, and then I sort of go in between them, which is, yeah, which is awesome. So I'm nearly done in this one, and then, yeah, just like I say, I think what I'm going to do is go over again, because I'm not liking how sort of thin it looks. I like the sort of quite more of a solid colour, so I think we might be able to go over this one again. So just making sure to put plenty on my brush. Yeah, we can go over this one again. I just think it looks so much better as more of a solid colour than it does as like with lots of gaps in, and where you can see underneath. I think if I'd had painted these red beforehand, I don't think I would have had this problem. But this is part of the fun of mixed media. We learn as we go, and we sort of, yeah, and we grow as artists as well. We have more knowledge and of our products, and I think that's one thing that is really good about mixed media. It really does sort of push your products to their limit, and it gives you an understanding as well of what you can and can't do with them, and if you don't try, you're never going to know. I mean, and if you're too scared to try because the product costs too much money, or you're waiting for that right product, my advice is just go for it. The amount of products I've had to bin because I'm like, I was keeping it for a certain, like a different project, is just ridiculous. And it's such a shame, and I just think, if you know, experimenting with your products and finding out what you can and can't do with them, yeah, is part of why we buy them. Definitely. So, you know, have a play with them. There's products that, I mean, you'll find actually that most products do everything that you want them to do. You might have different results with them to what you would with a proper product that goes, like, I know for watercolours for instance, you would get a better result with watercolours than you would with a spray for watercolours, say, or you could even turn acrylic paints into watercolours. They wouldn't be it wouldn't be as nice as using watercolour itself, but there's no reason why you can't water down some acrylic paint and, you know, do something with that. And it is all about just experimenting, and yeah, I'm going from there really. I've just got a little bit left to do, which is this piece, and that looks so much better, a lot thicker, so I'm sort of glad that we went thick, and I went over them. Right, I'm just up in this corner. So like so. I like, and then there's just a little bit, sort of, this one I did quite thick, so it's just sort of revisiting little bits that I have missed. There. Oh, I think that looks lovely. I really do think that looks nice, and it's really, yeah, brought it to life. Right, okay. So, whereas, I mean, this, because it's a paste, you'd normally just use it through your stencils and stuff, but I mean, I've just painted with it, and it's worked fine. So, like I said, get your projects out and have a go. Now, oh, who are we going to use with this one? So, I have all my bits. I'm very tempted to have maybe all 4, although I think it might cover up a little bit too much. What do you reckon? Yeah, I think it might cover up a bit too much. So I've got them all in little bags, so that if I go to use a certain stamp set, then, right, I think this is the stamp set that I want out more, because it's got all the clouds and the greenery and other bits in. Okay, so there we are. What I'm going to do is, first of all, let's put some water in my tub so my paintbrushes don't get ruined. Okay, there we are. Now I'm thinking, oh, what am I thinking? Right, I need my, oh, drop everything. I think we should put these away. I need my black soot, I think. So that's not it. Where are you? Pine needles. Nope, my spruce. Oh, where's my black soot gone? Oh, there it is. It's right in front of my face, guys. So I think I want to make some of the edges darker. So I mean, we don't need these. So let's pop them away so they can go back in the tub, which is literally just sat next to me. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab my black blending, what do you call it, brush, and just in some of the corners I just want to add some. I know we did the dry brushing, but I just want some of these corners just to be really dark, and it is just to frame our piece. I mean, that looks so much better. And then bring some in this corner. I need to be careful around that, what do you call it, the paste, she says, while putting it straight in. Right, okay. So I'm liking that. Well, I'm actually loving that. Now I'm wondering, oh, we have Gerard in this cool blue. So let's have a look. I think, please don't mess this up. Because I just want to go around him in black, which you're probably thinking why, and it really is just to help him stand out just a little bit more. So I'm just going to go around, okay, just like that. Right, oh, much better. So I'm thinking, let's have Gerard, let's have him there. And then I have all this greenery. We've got clouds, which no, I don't want the clouds, but I like the idea of the greenery. So what I'm thinking is maybe something along those lines. Right, okay, do you know what else I'm going to bring in? I'm going to bring in Dotty Daisy and polka dot florals as well. So let's bring in the flowers, because I think that's what we need. Oh, there we go, happiness blooms from within. I like that. So I really like those, but I think that having some flowers maybe just around. The only thing is they are red and I didn't choose. Have I got a red flower? Have I got a red flower all coloured up? Oh, Yes, I do. Right. And because, what about if we have, say, that there, okay, and then we pop a Gerard on. I will go around that with black as well. And we've got this, which maybe there. It's just sort of going through and just playing about now, so it's playing with our composition. But I'm really liking that the red along with the, is that red? Yes, that is a red flower. Yeah, I'm really liking that red along with the other bits. We've got these as well, like with the blue. So, oh, what about something like that? Oh, I like these. I like that a lot. See, this is a good thing. This is why, you know, when you get your stamps home, or, you know, when you, oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, when you get your stamps and stuff home, honestly, I highly recommend that you do just sit and have a play. Have a colour in of them and then just sit and photocopy them, because, I mean, it just means you've got so much more time which to play in. So going around this with the black, which is probably a bit unusual. It's not something I would normally do, because I just think it dulls it, but in this occasion, or on this occasion, I think it's worth doing. Okay, so right the way around, like so. So that's what I'm thinking for there. We do need to cut Gerard's neck. It sounds so bad. Sorry, Gerard. We don't want you to have your neck chopped off or your head chopped, really, but you need it for this plaque. Right, this needs a chop in, I know that, so try there. Yeah, and then I'm going to do the same with this. Okay, and that can sit on there. That I'm going to leave, and then let's do the same with this as well. So again, yeah, I'm liking that, and that's just going to sit there. And then we've got happiness balloons from within, so I love that. Okay, let's move them. I'm going to bring this down a bit closer to me. Right, so I think I'm definitely loving what I'm seeing, so I am just going to go ahead and glue them. So I'm just going to use my actually no, I'm not going to use that one. Let's use this one. Okay, right, and then we're just going to stick that on, and I'm not going to cut anything off it just yet. Wait until that's dried onto it before we do anything. And then now it's a matter of just gluing these all down. So, okay, I sort of know how it's going to go. You can actually work from the top to the bottom, but I think because there's not many overlaying as much, I don't think it would necessarily work on this one. Okay, and let's stick our gorgeous giraffe, Gerard. He's the only male one, so he's very special. Surrounded by all those ladies. Okay, so there's that. And then that, and last but not least, this one. And goes there like so. Now that I've done that, I want to bring in some of these like vines, and I have coloured them in different greens. So maybe have that one like that maybe, and I'm going to have this one, just make that look a bit better. So just like that, I like that a lot. And then, okay, that bit. And then again, just making it neater so that we can get away with using them. I want one more. I want another bright one. Oh, here's a turquoise one. So, oh, that one's on, and that one's stuck in. So let's have that one there, and then maybe that one up like that. Yeah, I like that. So let's stick them down like so. So I'm leaving them where they are, and I'm just putting glue on there, on the underside where the leaves are, just apart from these ones, because when I took them in, because the glue was still wet, it caught them. So so yeah, right, okay, come on, everything's stick down now. Right, now that we've done that, I just want to cut across the top of here. Actually, you know what, my bigger scissors are going to be better at this. Yeah, much better. There, oh, much better. Right, okay. Just do that. Loving it. Love. And then I'm liking this Happiness Blooms from Within. So I'm just going to stick this on. We're just going to have it go over there. Just because it's flatter. This is quite raised up. So I think, you know, for position, I think that this bit is much better to be more on the flat surface than on this, because it's going to stick better. It's got more of a surface to stick to. So that's what we've done. What else? I think the last thing I maybe want to do is bring in some gems. So let's see what we've got first. I think they're just a bit too blue. I like that colour. I don't actually have very many of my little gems left. Yeah, I just think they'll add just a little extra something. So that's why I'm sort of adding them in. Just a few here and there. One there. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, it's quite hard, isn't it? Because I've used all the lovely colours up. It's like, it's this royal blue I'm finding hard to use up out of this little pot actually. The other thing that I have is these little, what do you call them? Butterflies. Oh, these ones are actually dragonflies, so we could use those as well. Yeah, why not? Trying to keep them all the same if I can. Yes, so one there and one maybe on there. Any more? Nope, can't see anymore. Right, okay, so that'll do. Yeah, like I say, just cannot believe that it's tub. What I might do actually is go and look at maybe getting some more out. I'm just having a look to see what's in that thing. No, there isn't any in there. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do is just with my glue, where they're going to be, I'm just going to pop some glue down and then stick these down. So it is as simple as that. And I mean, this glue is really good, so I have no issues with it coming off. But if you are worried, then please do use your gel medium, because I think that would help as well. But I'm quite happy just to use my new hot glue. Okay. Oh, go on, stick. Yeah, right. Oh, did I stick that one down? No. Nearly lost it. Right, okay. So I'm thinking actually, well, you're done. So there you are. That is my little plaque. Well, my little bit of MDF wood. How cute is that? And it's using our lovely Gerard. Oh, do you know what? I'm chuffed to bits with that. Right, I've got all of these bits, so I do need to, yeah, we need to pop them away. But you know what? I think to pop them away, because I still haven't finished a plane, I'm just going to dump them all in my little pot. So it's what I like to do. It's such a quick, easy way as well of, oh, little heart. Oh, I quite like that heart actually. Yeah, should we put that heart on? Right, okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, why not? Let's put the heart on. Why not? No one said we couldn't, so come on. Move down. I need to have a sip of my coffee as well, that my husband very kindly made. There we go. Oh, love it. Love, love, love it. So there you are, guys. That is my plaque all done. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I just absolutely love doing mixed media and doing bits and pieces like this. Oh, yeah, there's just something really, really fun about it. Please do leave your comments in the comment section below and give me a thumbs up as well. It really does help my channel be seen. Also, if you're not a subscriber, I would really love it if you could subscribe. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.